would look great on you. That's the one. Somehow I can picture this happening in the next Deadpool movie. It's Spider-Man. I know you from the comics. I know this guy.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. There's a Krampus around here somewhere.
How do you find the energy? Is it the cookies?
It's the cookie.
I am a moron. On the spur of the moment, several weeks ago, I decided to show up at Wondercon in Anaheim, California, just to see what I could see. Then promptly went about my business, doing my taxes and getting ready for a month-long road trip that's about to come up, and totally forgot to edit the footage until now. But better late than never, so while I set up a hidden camera trying to catch evidence of the giant rat that's been sneaking in my garage, you guys go ahead and check out Wondercon. It is cold and gray and gloomy outside, but one thing's for sure, that doesn't mean it's boring. No sir, not boring at all.
Junior?
We're back at Wondercon, or perhaps we should say it's back. I haven't been to Wondercon at the Anaheim Convention Center here since 2019. After which, of course, the pandemic put the kibosh on everything fun. But now it has, and we have returned. We got Obi-Wan Kenobi talking to Catwoman, elderly Wolverine, slightly less elderly Wolverine, and as you'd expect in a Batman movie release year, we've got Batmans for days. Look at all them Batmans. Wow, look at that Magneto, but I'm getting distracted. Today is Sunday, the final day of WonderCon, and I had tickets to come earlier this weekend, but the opening of the closing of Oceanic Arts this weekend sort of took priority, so I'm just now making it down. Took a while to get my badge squared away. They were mad that I didn't have a mask for the check-in for the badges, and they gave me one, so I guess for today, we're masked. I was unaware this was going to happen. I don't mind wearing them and following the rules. I can play by the rules. I'm a cool dude. It's just when the rules change back and forth, snip, snap. You know what I mean. Whoa. It's been a while, dude. Would you look at the size of this room? It's gargantuan. Dude, from one end to the other, like D23 or Star Wars Celebration. WonderCon is one of the big ones. And look at this, right where I walked in. A Studio Ghibli booth with a giant Totoro. I really want to put my arm around him and hug him, but it says no touching, no sitting, no standing. Oh, wait. Oh, can't sit. Oh, can't stand. Totoro is so confusing. Dude, look at this. Allie loves Studio Ghibli. She wants to go to Japan to the museum. I want to go to Japan also, but for other reasons. Let's see. Well, if I'm not going to be here very long, then I guess the first thing I should do is look for a couple of my friends who are exhibitors. This isn't one of them, but I want to make friends with this thing. Look at the size of that. See, props and costumes are cool. Speaking of props, if all goes according to plan, wait until you see our booth for Midsummer Scream this year. All right, I'm trying to figure out where my friends I was about to say, is that Nicolas Cage's head? And then I realized, yeah, it's Nicolas Cage's head. I was not expecting to see that today. Wow, already seeing a lot of crazy artwork everywhere. Endless amounts of comic books for sale. That's actually what I was looking for, the comic book section of the comic book convention. Because somewhere over here, my friend Jim, I believe, has a booth. You know the Glendale show, the rare toy and advertising show we go to? Same guy who actually runs that show, my friend Jim Maley. I haven't found him yet. Keep getting distracted by all these old school comics. Look at that, Ninja Turtle Adventures. Gosh, so many comic books exist now. Think of all of those decades of art and writing and creativity. And yet film-wise, we keep getting the same 10 reboots over and over again. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I always want to be into comics, but like looking at all this stuff, where do you start, you know? A good friend of mine, probably my best friend actually, is really big into comics and sometimes sends me those big fat like omnibus books of stuff like, you know, classic X-Men, things like that. So it's not that I have none comics or no knowledge of comics. Ooh, look at that, the Rocketeer. It's just that I'm consistently impressed about how deep the rabbit hole goes. Particularly if you're going just from a casual fan who likes to read them to just a collector of the books that you like to enjoy looking at and reading, to like crazy collector status where you're worried about the grading and everything and rare issues and print editions. Comics, look at this. It's Spider-Man. I know you from the comics. I know this guy. Look at this. Look how many of the introduction of Spider-Man they have. Several copies. Look at that. 1.0. Haha, probably still too expensive for me. Ah, there we go. That's more my speed. I can afford B and Copycat number 4.
Actually, there's a lot of interesting stuff in the $2 comics. Man, these guys have some really good deals, actually, and they're all in very nice shape. Look at that.
Speaking of looking at things, whoa, that's a lot of hats right there. But you know what? They're all right. But I'm not gonna waste my money when I'm already wearing the coolest hat that there is. Not that I'm biased or anything. Still looking for my buddy, but I don't think he's here. He must have one of those booths I was already at and I just didn't see him. Because we're already past the gold and silver age comic section where he said he was, but I do see something else.
Would you look at the size of that tiki?
That is one big inflatable tourist tiki. And apparently its mouth is vomiting up people exiting Freddy's Beach Bash, which is, of course, the giant Funko booth.
Oh yeah, that's some serious funk, all right.
Look at the size of this monster here. You know he's got germs. How come he doesn't have to wear a mask?
Oh, Kylo Ren's not wearing his. He's a true rebel.
Actually, a lot of people back here aren't wearing theirs. If I find out this was optional, I'm gonna be upset.
Dude, I always think about this. One day, there's gonna be so many Funko Pops in landfills, right, that archaeologists are totally gonna think that these were all of our gods, you know? Just like when we dig up Roman ruins and stuff and find little statues, no one ever thinks they're toys. They're like, oh, these must be the household idols. That's totally what's gonna happen here. Someday they're gonna dig up your house, some archaeologist, he's gonna see the Gamorrean Guard Funko Pop and think that's who you worship.
And hey, as long as you're cool with that, no judgment.
Oh, I think we've stumbled into one of those lots of people signing stuff areas.
That's where I usually get scolded.
Because with the camera, even when I'm not trying to, I sometimes catch celebrities without paying.
Then I get yelled at.
So instead, I think I'm gonna go past the pagans over here selling their sweet, sweet crystals.
And cruise on out to a different section of this party. I really wish that Oceanic Arts event hadn't been last night because I am tuckered out. If you missed that, by the way, please go back and check it out.
Because if you think Freddy's Tiki Bash is cool,
wait till you see what happened at Bob and Leroy's.
Look at this. We have some steampunk props. And right next door, some steampunk art. Look at this. I asked them if they did this on purpose, but it was just happenstance. They got put right next door to each other. It's all on theme. Oh, that is sick.
Thank you.
Look at that time machine right there. Ooh, and Sally Sprocket and Piston Pete.
Oh my gosh, comics?
At a comic convention? No way! But seriously though, that's a pretty cool carved wooden sign.
Stop it, can't you go one day without thinking of wooden signs?
Apparently no, I cannot. Ooh, look at that, 50 cents. I can afford 50 cents. Cyberpunks, everything's so punk today.
All right, well, I never found Jim Maley. Sorry, Jim, I was looking for you.
I killed a lot of time looking, so I hope I didn't miss my other friend who
Should be just down along this way.
someone Allie and I have known for a couple of years now, but rarely got to hang out with in person.
Just have to find the heavy metal booth.
Hey, there she is. It's Blake. And look, there's her book. Did you just buy that? Sorry, I'm getting in the way. She's signing all the books right here. I got my copy in my bag right here, signed. Thank you, Blake. Blake is a great writer that's written for lots of different comic books, including Catwoman, I believe, for DC. And she's now working for heavy metal. And look at that. There's her name right there on the bottom. Check it out. You wrote a book. You did a thing. You made something.
All I make is trouble, and that's the way I like it.
Whoa. Look at this next door.
I don't want to speak too soon, so don't get too excited, but I think this might be my new look.
I wonder. Wait a minute, Blake, if I buy that leather suit there, you think, and that became my new look, do you think I could be a character in heavy metal one day?
Yes, you could.
If I wear that around for the rest of my life?
Oh, it's so tempting. They can draw me in there all ripped and shirtless with some leather straps across my chest. I better lose some weight first, though, and tone up a little.
Who are we kidding? They'd probably pick Elvis George Washington back there instead.
You know what I need is a sword. You know, every great character on a quest has a sword. I'm on the quest for positivity. I need like a big plastic sword, though, so I can take it with me places and they wouldn't, you know, arrest me.
The sword of positivity, you know, a nice big plastic sword that lights up when you push a button. It
makes that obnoxious, like, 80s battery-operated toy police car noise. You know what I'm talking about?
I love seeing how much artwork is at these conventions that you'll never see anywhere else. That is awesome. Speaking of artwork, there's somebody cooking up some artwork right now. Dude, I wish that was a skill I had. I mean, I am an artiste in my own way, I guess. I'm not great or fast at on-the-fly like illustration and cartooning, which I wish I was. And I know I can never be great at it, you guys. You wanna know why? Because I'll never practice. Oh, Deadpool! What's up? Long time no see. Where's that third movie? Where's that next movie? We need that new movie. Hurry up. Right. 4 years. Yeah, it's time. Oh. Wow. I thought I had a lot of t-shirts at my booth at Midsummer Scream. Holy cow. Look at the size of that selection there. They don't have any Random Land shirts? Ooh, they do have a sick A-Team shirt. Can't hate on that. Look at the size of this Emporium. My antique store booth also feels suddenly so small. Oh, check this out. That is awesome. I'm already getting a little overwhelmed after last night, the whole tiki thing, and then here I am, and everything's so colorful and plush and cute. Hi, Deadpool. I almost have the feeling of a strong hangover, and I didn't even have anything to drink at the Oceanic Arts event. That might be part of the problem. I didn't even drink any water except the tiny bottle, which is really not good for my heart, actually. I probably should have remembered to take my heart medicine today as well. Maybe that's why I feel weird. Look at this stuff. Look at all your childhood arrayed in shiny plush fashion. And everywhere, so many wonderful plastic things. Oh, the Easter Bunny. You must be excited about Easter. Hey, maybe that could be Indiana Jones's next quest. Indiana Jones in the quest for the Easter egg of destiny. Probably shouldn't have gave you guys that idea out loud. Disney could be watching. They might rip me off. See, look at this. You got katanas and shields. You got Link's shield over there. You know, he's probably got a sword over here. I need a Random Land sword. I need someone who can build a legit looking 80s toy style one out of plastic with a clear, you know, the clear blades. You can see it's fake. And I can go full Grayskull. You know, I have the power. Dude, all these setups always have so many Lord of the Rings swords, and yet I almost never see any Lord of the Rings cosplay. Is it just me? Where's all the Frodos at? And Gandalf? I've never seen an Aragorn, I don't think. We need an Aragorn around here. She's sort of Gandalf-esque right there. I guess that'll have to count. See, my thing has never really been comic books, even though I like comic books a lot. Spending money I shouldn't wise, my thing has always been toys, action figures in particular. I try to stay away from modern stuff as much as I can. Super 7 and NECA always suck me back in just when I thought I was away from modern stuff. For the most part, the only modern stuff I go after are monster toys, you know, like the NECA ones, particularly the Super 7 ones. Just a sucker for classic monster stuff, especially Frankenstein, you know. And look at this, they got the Hammer Frankenstein right here. Hammer Films has recently, finally, given out licenses, so hopefully we're gonna see more Hammer products soon. Oh, look at that, you got Ninja Turtles back there. The old school Power Rangers. Crazy. Starts to get me kind of warmed up and excited, but then I look around, there's not that much vintage stuff in the way of toys, you know? Maybe they've just gotten too valuable to be on convention floors. Maybe there's just so much awesome new stuff that people aren't as into vintage stuff. I don't know. You'd think they'd still be into the vintage stuff, the original stuff. Oh yeah, look at this booth over here. Has some old-ish Transformers and stuff. Really just a few vintage items, and it's packed, so maybe people still appreciate vintage after all. Dude, look at the prices on some of these. 1990 shredder, $150, man. Can't tell you how many shredders I had to buy. Foot Soldier over here. We got Razar. Oh, look at that. Even the reissues are going for $50 a piece, and check that out. That's a box set they released not that long ago. Vintage ones. Sweet. I had so many Ninja Turtle toys as a kid. Nowadays, I still have a sewer play set and a handful of old vintage Ninja Turtles. The 1988 originals with the soft heads back on my shelf behind me where I sit at my desk. And recently, with my buddy Christian's help, I luckily got the full set of NECA movie Ninja Turtles, maybe about a year ago, something like that. And a friend of mine keeps buying me some of the Super 7 ones. There's just crazy amounts of Ninja Turtle stuff to collect these days. All of it is pretty high dollar too, which just shows you that the Turtle Power generation has come into its own, and we've decided we still like turtles. Ooh, I still don't have that raft, but I did get to go to New York and film all of the filming locations where that Raphael showed up. If you never saw that video, that was a good one. Oh, this is weird. Look at that. It's actually Eckstein over there.
I know her. That's my friend Brett's friend. I don't want to bug her while she's working or anything, but hi, Ashley. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice the soup Nazi over there. Whoa, oh my goodness. I thought Ashley just had a handful of people in front of her. Turns out she's got a long line of admirers. Apparently Ahsoka Tano is very popular. Now I'm double glad I didn't cut the line. Oh, look at that. We got Bobby Clark, the original Gorn, but check this out back here. We're having some kind of epic droid meetup. And look at over there. It's Grogu! All my long life, R2-D2 was always the cute one that everyone loved. Then they came up with BB-8. And then they went way overboard and came up with Grogu. And look at that little remote control one. Aw, he's so cute. He's coming in for his close-up. Hi, Grogu. Hey. Now I just want to pick him up. Look at it, he's got so many admirers. And over there, one of his admirers is himself in a little stroller. Wow, look at this R2 unit. He doesn't have a bad motivator. Hi, R2-D2. Wow. Not gonna lie, I'm still the most impressed by you, R2. As cute as Baby Yoda is, if I could take any of these home, it would be the Astro Man. Dude, it's crazy the amount of time and effort and innovation that the droid builders put into all of these crazy droids. It's been a long time since I've seen him out anywhere. Oh, look at this little guy. Whoa, check out naked Baby Yoda. No wonder he's always wearing that burlap sack. Look at his guts. Crazy. Even Santa Claus is impressed. Did you guys know that Santa Claus is actually a Jedi Master? Explains a lot if you think about it. I told him I want a Stan Solo Bantha for Christmas. I hope I get one. Oh my gosh, look at the candy cane lightsaber. Santa. Oh, and then looking over here, we got the Los Angeles Ghostbusters. Oh my gosh, look at the containment unit on the wall behind you. That's amazing. Look at these. I want one so bad. Don't tempt me. I don't want to end up like Noel. I'll get sucked in forever. Is it really open? Oh, no way. Ooh, a haunted Twinkie.
I think our pizza is done.
Oh,
Pizza's done.
good.
Look at this. They've got Stay Puft Marshmallows and even Boo Berry. You're well equipped with packs and snacks. Whoa, and look at the size of that. You can wear that thing? Oh, no way.
Don't walk around in it.
That is mighty looking. Oh, I see it in the picture right there. Dude, it's already taller than me and there's nobody in it. Oh, look at this. We have a witch. I've seen lots of witches, but I've never seen one with the master. Oh, with the master. Oh, look at Santa and Grogu. I wonder what Grogu wants for Christmas. Probably a little round metal ball. Oh, he probably loves BB-8. See, at every convention, all these guys in the back, they're the ones having the most fun. The cosplayers. I always wish I could get away with it, but even now that I probably could afford it, I don't have the time to put together the thing. I have Stormtrooper armor in my garage, unfinished. It's never been all finished and assembled and put together. I just don't have the time. So sadly, I'll never join the 501st, which is probably for the best because you can't hold a camera while you're wearing a Darth Vader suit. Dude, look how mean this guy looks. He looks almost as mean as everybody's mother-in-law. Look at this. Look at Deadpool over here. Now that Deadpool is owned by Disney, he's probably wondering when he gets his team up with Grogu. Somehow I can picture this happening in the next Deadpool movie. Am I the only one? Come on, Disney, let's hurry it up. There goes Grogu. Bye, Grogu! I gotta get myself away from this place or I'm gonna hang out with these droids all day. Gosh, look at that. Just the time it takes. Just the materials that you have to gather. Ooh, look at this one. Oh, and look, there's a Wally. Ah, Wally. I love Wally. Oh, here's some vintage stuff. Look at this. It's Teddy Ruxpin's wormy caterpillar friend that why can't I remember his name? I'm blanking. And then these aren't even vintage G.I. Joes. These are sort of later releases, you know, in vintage style. Even these go for big money, dude. People love G.I. Joe. It was awesome back in the day going to Toys R Us or whatever and buying those G.I. Joes because they were so cheap. You know, you could get all the vehicles and the guys for the same price as some other figures. I never used them as their characters like from the G.I. Joe cartoons or comics. It was always just random. They were always kind of cannon fodder or just random good guys and bad guys. Wow, look at this. Look at all the little ships. And way cooler than that, look at the Orthanc. That is sick. It just needs a teeny tiny little Saruman. Yeah, there's a little Gandalf right there.
shrink him down even farther and he can come yell at Saruman. Dude, this is a one-of-a-kind handmade thing, dude. It is awesome. I've never seen anything like this. Man, I think I found like a mother lode over here. Look at all these monster toys. Now, these are different kinds of monsters than the ones that I collect. I'm not nearly into Godzilla as much as I wish that I was. I love Japanese movies. In fact, I have tons of Japanese movies and lots of bootleg ones at my house. They're all samurai movies. I never got into the big monsters in the suit movies, even though I appreciated them when they'd come on cable TV late at night and stuff like that. Never really got into the nitty gritty. Power Rangers came right when I was like, you know, getting excited about girls more than toys and TV, and went away again. It's only after the fact that I thought Power Rangers was actually kind of cool, you know, especially the fact that they took those Sentai shows and just shot new footage here to intersplice them. I always wondered, like, why doesn't anything match up? Dude, yeah, there's tons of toys over here. You got all the Robotech stuff, lots of stuff I've never gotten into. Sometimes I kind of like it that way because it just gives me more stuff that I can get into in the future, you know? When I say that, it never makes sense to anybody, but I'm like, no, I like that there's things that I think I would be into if I gave it a chance. I don't want to give it a chance now because I want something to look forward to. Is that crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. Rockin' pins, always. With the King of the Hill swag, dude. This is my favorite show of all time. Supposedly, it's coming back. If King of the Hill comes back, I'm just putting this out there. If anyone in the world works on that show or knows anyone who is going to work on that show, I want to be on King of the Hill. Draw me in the background. Let me do the voice of a guy who's like, hey, I just want to be in part of the King of the Hill. Just draw an R hat on someone. I give you my full permission. Oh, sick, dude. Look at that. Now, you guys know I love the 1989 Batmobile. That's my favorite one. But the new dun, 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 dun Batmobile is also awesome. Wow, I do not know what I'm looking at, but it is impressive. Look at that. Whew. It's ready for battle. Everybody has such cool costumes. That's what I was going to say back by the 501st. It's not that I wouldn't dress up. It looks like fun. It's just, I'd rather be filming it and doing the one thing that I'm somewhat qualified for. And I find costumes to be a hindrance and an encumbrance to doing that. Dude, look at this stuff in here. This is sick. Oh, check it out. That's what Boba Fett's been up to now that his book is over. Watching TV. Oh, yep. That's the good one. That's the good one. See, back when the movie was called Star Wars, the name of the movie. Whoa, there's a lot going on here. So many colors and so many little pictures. Very overstimulated right now. And for some reason, this makes me really want ice cream. Like the Baskin-Robbins Wild and Reckless one, you know? Yeah, that's the ice cream for me. See, do you know what I need to know? I need to know, where's the biggest toy convention anywhere? The biggest toy convention in the world. When and where? Not talking about Toy Fair or something where there's all new stuff. I'm talking about vintage toys. Which vintage toy convention is the biggest? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will try to get out there and go see it wherever it is, because that's my jam. I even love toys that I would never collect. Like, dude, look at all the McDonald's toys. Whenever I see crazy McDonald's toys, I always have the urge to buy them. Oh, look at Silverhawks. Old school, original, and mask. Oh, see, oh. Wild Cowboys and Move Mason. Oh my gosh, okay, this is gonna sound crazy. I had some of these Supernaturals right here. I never knew what they were called. They have these little holograms in the back of their hoods. And I just recently figured out what the heck they were called and tried to buy some, and then I found out, to my shock, they are very, very expensive. I also had a whole bunch of little Mighty Max things. I loved Mighty Max. I loved how he was always going after a bunch of creepy, weird monsters. Dude, and then Exo Squad was rad. Very short-lived. Those were very cool toys when I was growing up. Look at this Mickey Mouse candy factory. I would love to have that right there. Also, never had any Pirates of Darkwater stuff. Didn't know they even made toys for that. Look at this. I know my mom had these. The little Weeble Wobble thingies. Look at that. I didn't know they had a Mickey Mouse clubhouse. Dude, I love 80s toys so much. Just the end of the 70s into the mid 90s. Such a great time to play with toys. Dude, look at this over here. Look at the Road Toad. That was probably between $4, maybe as much as $8 back in the day. $200 now. Yikes. I can't even tell you how many G.I. Joe vehicles and little G.I. Joe guys that we bought and just completely wrecked and broke a little rubber band in the middle of them to cut them in half, you know. 'Cause they were so inexpensive, you know what I mean? I wish I'd have held on to all of them. I could be selling them now at the booth. And all of a sudden I'm seeing a whole lot more cosplayers around. Everything from Krampus to these soldiers to that battle lady that I don't know what she was doing, but she looked so scary and awesome. Everybody's dressed so cool, and here I am just wearing a lot of denim. You're never so suddenly aware of quite how much denim you're actually wearing until you start driving around in a van too. I drove my van down here and I'm like, wearing a lot of denim. I should grow my mustache back. Then I can tell everybody how much you want to bet I could throw a football over the mountain. I'm starting to get the swap meet brain and get overstimulated. And then look at this. And this comes around the corner. Look at all that. You're so shiny. Oh, so shiny. That is so much work to dress up like that. All of these people putting in so much work into their outfits. Everybody looks so cool, and here I am in the denim. Maybe I could turn it into a costume by growing out my mustache and carrying around a boombox that always plays that Donna song, Dirty Denim. Wow, holy guacamole. Look at the size of those legs, sir. You've been working out. Woo! Oh, no way. Yes, yes, yes. More toys. I love toys. Not the mama. Whew. Not even to the far back wall yet. There's so much stuff. Wait a minute. Bob's Burgers? Could it be Bento Box? Yeah, look at that. I can't wait to see the Bob's Burgers movie. It's coming out. I still haven't seen The Great North. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh, well. I just gotta dive in sometime. I've gotta dive in. Fun fact, I've met a few people that work on that show, Bob's Burgers. Shout out to Mike and Mario over there. We went in there. Allie was a big fan of the show, right? So we went to their studio, went to a table reading, and they were like, oh my gosh, we love Random Land. And Allie's like, oh my God, who cares about Random Land? Allie was a fan of them. And a big fan, as you know, of The Shining. And look at this. They've got a Shelley Duvall now. I've seen this photo op a bunch of times at the door, and I've seen that Jack before, but I don't think I've ever seen this Shelley Duvall. Look at that. That's crazy. Whew. I'm legitimately getting actually tired now. Keep thinking like, okay, maybe I'll wrap it up and leave. Just getting a little tired. Then I see something that wakes me up and grabs my attention again. Like, what in the world is this? Avert your eyes, children. That booth is full of parents. Ah, look at this. The Mandalorian. What you shopping for? Oh, cute hats. That would look great on you. That's the one.
And you all have yours.
Look at that. Oh, look at that. You can wave your little things. You can really freak Grogu out with that one. That'll be good for his birthday. All right, because of my heart thing, I'm supposed to avoid coffee as much as possible. But I don't think it's possible to avoid it anymore today. I need the power of the beans. Oh, look at this. That is piping hot. Hopefully that'll perk me up now, but then again, you never know. Wow, listen to that noise. That's all the little air compressors. For all the little air brushes. Look at all the caricatures being made over here. Aw, here we go. This could be my first step towards getting costumed. You know, I could buy this thing. I could change my face to look like the face underneath. Ooh, maybe a coat of mail. I could buy that leather thing from earlier. Like I'm saying, I need a Random Land sword of positivity. Look at that lizard head back there. Oh no, wait, is that the head from the Mandalorian? Or maybe I just go full steampunk, huh? Full steampunk ahead. Dude, this coffee is not working at all. But I'm pretty sure I know exactly why. It's because I haven't drank any of it. And it's so hot.
But I guess that's why I'm with it. It's so much hotter than my ex. That makes no sense.
Ah, now look, this area in the back here is supposed to be for games like Magic the Gathering or, you know, tabletop games, I guess, of any size, shape, and description you want. There's some other folks using it basically as tables for food. I think I might follow their lead. I'll go down in here and eat my food as well. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have any food. Never mind, let's continue. Oh, well, how about that? We've actually made it pretty much to the end of the convention in the sense that we're now over near Artist Alley, aptly named because there are many fine artists over here and small comics publishers, very small businesses over here. It's kind of the coolest place to come if you're actually into, you know, supporting smaller creative people or getting in on the ground floor anywhere. Or if you're really into avocados and coconuts. If you're actually from the Star Wars Plus. I heard a rumor that this is where all the weirdos with R's on their hats hang out. Haven't seen one yet, but if I do, I'll let you know. Now, some of these guys we just saw sort of a little while ago at Designer Con. That's like one of my favorite conventions. And so a lot of these artists I've actually seen pretty recently. It's cool to just seeing them all at WonderCon. I gotta tell you, I think D-Con is a little bit cooler if that's what you want to see. I mean, there's some amazing stuff in here. But for me, when I come to the bigger conventions like WonderCon, I'm looking for vintage toys. I'm looking for big stuff like posters, you know. I'm thinking about all those comics vendors that you don't see at other conventions. Yeah, all this just makes me positive to see how much creativity is out there. How much originality is still on display before us here. People always ask me for tips with the YouTube video thing, especially a lot of theme park people, because they know I was sort of a pioneer in that space with YouTube, but I always tell them, for me, the most important thing is sincerity, being yourself, being honest, and being original. Try to be original, do something different. Feels like a lot of people don't listen to that advice. That's my advice. That's what keeps me as low-key and unpopular as I am, probably. But I found my groove, and I like being in my groove. Then again, you know, they say that originality was just undetected plagiarism.
You never know. Make your plagiarism undetected, guys.
I do wish I was a better artist. I do hope that one day, when I've passed on to that great garage in the sky, but I'm at least thought of as a mildly creative and entertaining person, but I gotta say, I'm nowhere near as creative or talented as all the people in this building, dude. So much insane creativity and so much talent. I mean, look at this stuff. These people have more talent in their little fingers than I have in my whole body. Ah, monster toys. I need them. Ooh, VHS. I've got to get that VCR in my van working. Hey, look, a green screen.
Ooh, with this we could be anywhere.
Somebody green screen me. Look where we are. Can you believe this? Whoa, I wasn't expecting to see that. Oh, should I be afraid? Should I be happy? Should I be excited? I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this, but I'm feeling good, I think. Standing in front of a green screen. I hope you guys aren't doing anything mean to me back there. Oh, dude, I'm getting so tired. But I keep seeing the Santa Jedi everywhere. Like, actually, he was just around the corner somewhere around here. Oh, there he is, taking a picture. He's got his little hood on. He's got his candy cane lightsaber out. I keep seeing this guy everywhere, dude. He never quits. I've been seeing you all day, and every time I feel tired, I think of all the presents you have to deliver. You fly all the way around the world, and then in your off season, you've been walking around the convention all day fighting Sith Lords.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. There's a Krampus around here somewhere.
How do you find the energy? Is it the cookies?
It's the cookies.
It's the cookies. See, that's the problem with having celiac disease and being gluten-free is that you don't have easy access to cookies. Not a lot of manga so far. I've seen a little bit. Oh, excuse me. Manga. Our friend Steph, she's really into manga, and if I say manga, then she's like, manga. So, just for you, Steph, manga. See a little bit. I'm always hoping to find like some used stuff, just because I'm always on the lookout for Lone Wolf and Cub, which is the only manga I've really actually spent time reading and read the whole thing of. My like best buddy convinced me to get the Dark Horse app. I think it's the Dark Horse Comics app. I think that has the whole Lone Wolf and Cub series on there. So I've got it on the phone. It's cool, but I'd love to have a physical copy sometimes. It's out of print everywhere. You need to put that thing back in print, especially after the success of The Mandalorian. Okay, look at this. It's Rick, right?
Yeah.
And Eli, and you did all this artwork here. You guys came from Fort Collins, Colorado. I was just explaining how I've had a booth at a couple things and how you really have to sell a lot of stuff to even break even. It's more about getting your stuff out there and letting people see it, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying you got to come to the little rows like this, Artist Alley, and support the little artists, because I'm guessing it wasn't cheap to come here all the way from Fort Collins and set this up.
We are doing well, so
Oh, you're doing well? See, that's good. Well, that's because you have amazing stuff. I was just saying, you know, everybody is so talented at this place. I feel like I don't belong even as a spectator, you know. But anyways, nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Ooh, and there's the card right there. Ooh, look at this. That is freaky. When London was little, we had a lot of Thomas toys, but we never had any that looked like this. Oh my gosh, what happened to James? Oh no! It's Buddy and Wooz! Right, guys? Buddy and Wooz! What happened to them? Oh, there's a snake in his face! Oh no, Mickey! This is horrifying! Look at that, blood and teeth. handmade horror. Oh, look at that. You can put this stuff on your shelf, get nightmares. Oh no, not Yoshi. Yoshi! That's my guy on Mario Kart, you know, Yoshi! Oh, look at this. Look at Kurt over here. Look at his artwork. This is fantastic. He told me he's working on some comic books and stuff. Look at that. What is it? Oh, there it is. Illustrator. Always on the hunt for new artists, because we want to make a bunch of t-shirts. Lately, though, it's been taking a while to get our shirts printed. We love our printer here in Orange County, but we'd like to branch out. So if any of you own or work at a small silk screening company that can do small batches or like work with some weird custom orders, hit me up or hit up Fake Tyler at livefastsideport.com, or I think just Tyler at randomland.com. You can hit up Tyler. Annoy him, please. He doth protest too much. He enjoys being annoyed. That's why he's friends with me. All right, well, I showed up here kind of late because I slept in after the Oceanic Arts thing, and if you haven't seen it, like I said, go back. It's awesome. And yet somehow, I was able to see pretty much the whole convention floor. I wasn't able to go down each aisle, every single square foot of every aisle, at least not with you guys, not yet. I'm gonna double back on some of them, but so far, pretty good. I made it all the way to the far corner again, and once again, there goes Deadpool back there. Can't get away from him. Wow, that's incredible. See, the Gold and Silver Age comics were all the way down there, so we made it all the way through the whole building. I was not expecting to do that in this short amount of time. Maybe the coffee did help. Oh, look at that cosplay. The Bubble Wrap Brothers. They nailed it. There's definitely some little nooks and crannies and some booths that I missed. I didn't see everything, so yeah, I'm gonna do the walkthrough one more time, see what I can see. Kinda was hoping I would bump into my friend, the former mayor of Calico, now released into the wild. He's now doing his gig as a Ghostbuster Noel. I'll have to see if I can bump into him at the last second here. Okay, look at this. You see this over here? This thing? This is always at all the things that I'm at. And yet after all this time where I see this thing and all the things, I still don't really know what the Fiends are. I know they have coloring books and cute characters and things, and I'm always standing near them, but I'm too shy, I guess. It always looks fun, but I don't know what it is. I always feel like I'm not I don't know what it is, you know? They don't have those characters. Anyway. I mean, you know what I mean? Is it just the coloring books? Is it a comic? Is it a show? I've never figured it out. The booth is always surrounded by people, and I'm too shy to talk to anyone. It's funny, people don't believe me that I'm shy, but I'm like cripplingly shy. When I first started out being in bands, like I wouldn't talk to anyone. And then of course that turned into like Justin's such a jerk, he's so stuck up, he doesn't talk to anybody. I was just really shy, so I had to learn how to, like, if people gave me the look or came like they wanted to approach it, I was at the merge table, I had to learn how to make conversation, and slowly but surely I was given the gift of gab as long as someone comes up and breaks the ice. If someone just stands next to me though, I feel so uncomfortable. In fact, I met somebody at the antique store the other day. They were just standing behind me while I was trying to do something, and I was like, I just thought it was a stranger, like someone who was just randomly in the antique store. So I'll just stand there forever, not moving, like feeling uncomfortable, until they're like, hey, I've seen your videos, and then I can talk all day. But I'm very shy when it comes to approaching people, asking for anything. I don't like to ask for favors or help. I can't really, you know, so it's weird, you know, 50% shy, I guess. The other thing people don't really know about me that I need to bring up often, honestly, is that I'm getting pretty hard of hearing, especially in crowded places. So at theme parks, ironically, and convention stuff, I have a really hard time hearing people. So mix that in with the shyness when I first meet somebody, and when people come up to me and they're talking, hey man, I can't hear them. But when people want to tell me long stories and stuff like that, I love swapping lies, as Mark Twain was saying, telling stories and things, but I find it so hard to hear them in the din. And then I do this thing where I make like a squinty, weird face. I can't help it. My mom does the same thing when we're trying to hear people. We both do this weird face, like, then I realize I'm making this face at people who are trying to talk to me, and then I'm going, and they're like, oh, I don't mean to bother you. I'm like, oh no, you're not bothering me, I just can't hear you, you know? Anyway, it's hearing loss from the days in the band, and it's just getting worse and worse when I'm in crowds, so if I keep conversations short out in public, that's the reason. Love meeting people, love taking the selfies and talking to people. It's just in a crowd, it's very, very hard for me to hear you. So speak up and we'll be good. I don't know why, there's not any real reason to be, but I've been just really embarrassed about that over the last couple years, and so I have rarely ever mentioned it, but it's just getting to the point where now it's so hard to hear people that I feel like I gotta put it out there. So seriously, if you play music, wear earplugs. I was just too prideful to wear earplugs, or too, you know, I don't like stuff on me. As you can see, the mask is already off. A lot of people are with me now taking the mask off. I don't like stuff on me and get anxiety. But I guess all the old timers were right. They said, trust me, you're gonna wish you'd worn those earplugs. And now, yeah, I do. Okay, I have seen Victoria Llama's art before. I've never seen Panty Cat before, I don't think, though. Look at that. Fantastic. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap it up sooner. Get a second. The Riddler! Riddle me this, Riddler. How much riddle could a riddle do if a Riddler did a thing? Aha, stumped him. I stumped the Riddler. Oh no, now the Riddler thinks I'm stupid. All right, yeah. I think we're back in the other back corner again.
1 hour at 5 o'clock.
We're now announcing that the convention hall is going to close in 1 hour, and oh my gosh. The animation art emporium has more SpongeBob cells. I've got one at home. I really want more. I really want more King of the Hill, but I've never seen cells for sale. Look at that, SpongeBob. Oh wow, even better. Look at the backgrounds. Just the painted backgrounds are so well done. That is so amazing. That is some serious art right there. I would love to have these. I already own a little bit of SpongeBob though, and I'll get in trouble if I buy more. Ooh, creepy SpongeBob without his head. Oh yeah, these guys got the good stuff. All right, I feel like I said this 500 times, but I'm now fully out of energy, and they have announced an hour, about 30 minutes ago now. It's like got into a long conversation. And it's time for me to wrap it up and get ready to walk out of here. But I couldn't help it, I had to come back here one more time to see BB-8 and R2-D2, and of course, Wally and Eve. Look at that. Dude, whoa. Hi there. Dude, freaking Wally is always my favorite. Seeing that Wally is so impressive. Look at him wave and gesture. Look at all the kids. Core memories here. Look at Wally. Hi, Wally. Oh, how are you? Look at this guy, dude. I can't stop staring at him. He's so cute. I was talking to Chris over here who built this BB-8. He was telling me that, you know, Wally and Grogu over there are the showstoppers now, so they don't even bother rolling out half the time when they're on the floor. They're the new hotness, he said. It's cracked me up. But Grogu just gets me because the way he walks. I mean, that's fantastic. At first you think it's just like one of the kind they sell in the theme park or something like that. You don't realize that it's actually like a very sophisticated little robotically controlled, or remote controlled, sorry, little animatronic guy. Look at that. Epic. Look at the walk. Wait a minute, I think earlier I said that was Eve over there. That's not Eve. Eve is pointy and she flies. That's a little security guy. Oh, I can't remember. Now I've outed myself. It's been too long since I've seen Wally. I'm not obsessed with Pixar, although I do love a good Pixar flick. Yeah, that's you. Oh, look at this. Naked Grogu's got his clothes back on. Look at his little realistic fuzzy head. Oh, and then there's R2. I love you, R2. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. They're just the new hotness. You're not old and busted, though. Dude, this one looks so realistic. The head, it is creeping me out. The other one had a great puppeteer, though. Great motion, great everything. This is freaky. Hello. Please don't use the force on me. All right, time to tear myself away. But before I do, I found some goo.
I know. No, this is not goo.
What
No,
is
this.
that?
I've been looking for you. I was out trying to get a snack, but then I came back and this thing was leaking.
It looks like you're all entangled there.
No, this is a rough job.
Did you get that out of a quarter machine, or what is that?
Here's the problem. I used the ecto containment unit to heat up a chocolate Pop-Tart.
Oh.
And then,
At the same time, I was adjusting the interspatial gasket.
and then
Oh
this
my
came
gosh.
out.
Let's
I don't
don't
know
let
what he
this
was
stuff
doing.
get near any turtles, you guys. You know what
technically now,
happens.
I'm officially suspended without pay for 2 days. So
Oh, okay.
whatever that means.
Oh.
So.
Did I ever tell you look like a local politician who used to be around these
You know,
parts?
I had a relative that lived out west in
out
the southwest
west.
of America. He was a
Yeah.
deputy mayor. Guy never
He was
shut
a
up.
deputy mayor.
He never shut up.
Yeah, he liked to bloviate.
Well, I'll say. He
Yeah.
get away with
He
words.
also always said balloony.
And he was handsome.
He was.
He ate all this fried chicken and boysenberries.
Very handsome. Oh, look at this. I just got a sticker.
Except no imitation.
Oh, okay.
Los Angeles
No
Ghostbusters,
imitation.
UV coated, never fades, humor test.
Hey, look, for once being friends with you paid off. I got
a free thing to put on my van.
I bring much pleasance to the table.
This could possibly be mutagen.
Mutagen, like the
That's
Ninja Turtles?
what I was saying. I said, don't let it touch any turtles or we're going to all run out of pizza again.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go put it on a rat first and see what happens.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go find a really big rat.
All right, well, I'm glad I found you here at the very end, right before
We
it
did. No, I'm
closes.
so glad.
We'll have to meet up again someplace.
Thank you so much. You're such a good friend.
Someplace.
You know how much I've loved you all these years. Oh, you're wonderful.
No, I love you
Thank
too,
you
buddy.
so much.
Is that a calculator watch?
It is. It is. Oh, great Scott.
Oh, it smells like everybody's
Oh.
mother-in-law.
I'll go home and sleep well.
Well, you can't top that. Not with my running out of energy. So
I think I am gonna pack it in.
I wanted to do a lot more at WonderCon, do a much more in-depth, in-detail thing, and have a lot more energy, and maybe do it with a lot more people, but it just wasn't in the cards this year. But at least WonderCon is back. It's still super wonderful. Nothing bad ever happens here. Nothing scary ever happens here. Nothing ever frightens me here. Ah! Oh, so that's what he looks like. I'm going home, I'm going home, I'm going home. Definitely a reason it's called WonderCon, because everyone has a wonderful time.
oh, you know what? He's not so bad after all. He's just shopping for Disney pins.
All right, having said that, but it's time for our time to be finished with its time, like I've been hinting at for a long time. Even Aquaman is packing up to head home.
So we've done our duty. Time to head back to the van.
Oh, I found him at the last second. Jim Maley.
Hey.
Now I've done my duty. I found you. I can go home and sleep well. Do you see? And you always have the cool stuff. I can't wait for the next Glendale show. Oh, wait, the next one is happening. It says on the back, August 19th and 20th. Glendale show.
All right, that's it. I'm running for the door before I distract myself anymore.
Must escape. And then, you know, the real danger begins. Because outside the doors, you know, there's 50,000 epic cosplays going on. That's the perfect mask.
Awesome.
Look at the mask. That's great. Oh, look at that. Got the whole squad. Harley Quinn and Batman. The Joker's gonna be angry. It's one of those things. It's always taking the grass blocks. Ooh. Look at that. Jack Sparrow's talking to Jared Leto. Oh my gosh, there are a lot of characters out here I did not see inside. Look at that Batman over there. Look at this whole crew over here. I see Beetlejuice. Lots of things. I don't know what they are. Oh, there's Deadpool again. I think he's following me. But like I said, no Frodos. Where is Frodo? I see Frozone. What happened to the One Ring? All right, I have to try to look away. I gotta try to look away to get too distracted. Will this video ever end? What the? Whoa, would you look at the size of those muscles? That's what I need.
a muscle.
What? You can bench press a muscle? Dang, such a hard place to leave, dude. Everyone gets outside and then all the hyperness comes back.
Something about the muscle suit guy reminded me a lot of my dead friend Sean. I have his ashes in my garage.
I wanted to say that to him, but I thought it might be weird to compare him to a jar in my garage. You know, he might take it the wrong way. All right, I think we're making good our escape now.
The costumes are thinning out.
Well, even though I was extremely tired from the weekend and poor Allie didn't get to come with me.
She's been having some terrible side effects from the medication that she just went off of. She went off a bunch of steroids like prednisone and stuff like that. She's got hives and the whole thing. Poor girl.
But even still, even though I came at the last second and only had half of the last day,
I'm glad I came down here. Like I said, always have a wonderful time at WonderCon.
now we just have the long walk over the way there, over to the old Fujishigi farm, which you guys may know as the Toy Story parking lot here. It's one of the last farms that existed in Anaheim that resisted the development. I think my mom went to school with a couple of the Fujishigi kids. Hometown here has certainly changed a lot since even when I was little, which is crazy. This used to be all farmland as far as the eye could see, until old man Disney bought all of this.
At least they let me park over here for free. Magic key turned out to be useful for something.
I feel like I can never get in the parks, but at least I got to park, you know. That's pretty close. All right, and here we are. We've reached the van. Sanctuary.
It's like having a secret lair or a bat cave on wheels or something. See, look at this.
love the idea of the van because now I'm tired, and if I really wanted to, if home wasn't so close, I could just lay me down, take me a little nap. I've really got to wire up that VCR and TV back together, man. We can watch Batman 1989, Batman on VHS in here after the con. Maybe a couple of Batmans cruising by back to their cars will join me. Good times. Well, I'm exhausted from the weekend. I hope you guys had fun going to Oceanic Arts and now to WonderCon with me. I really appreciate all of you, especially those of you who are on Patreon and join the Adventurers Club and go to the online store.randomland.com or come out to the antique store. And I hope to see you all, speaking of conventions, at Midsummer Scream this summer. For now, though, thanks for watching. You've done your duty. You can go home and sleep well. Wasn't WonderCon fantastic? All right, I'm going to leave this camera right there. Right there. Check out the new t-shirts online at the online store. More are on the way. Hopefully, we get some rat footage. All right. See you guys later. Pretty good. Could be better. That's it! I know what I'm going to do. This is perfect. Now all I need is a camera. How do you work this thing? I think something on here. Yeah. Hi! Is this thing on? I'm Randy, the Random Land Rat. It's nice to meet you. You're all gonna get very acquainted with good old Randy. I've got big ideas, big plans, and this is just the chance I've been waiting for. I can't wait for us to spend some quality time together. But first we're gonna have to make some room for Randy and start working on our secret plans. Because this sick merch, where was it? It was sure sick, all right, but it wasn't sick enough. Randy's got ideas. They all said Randy couldn't have ideas, but Randy will show them. Randy's gonna show everyone. Where's the merchandise? Okay, where's that sticker book? Oh, Randy,